All right, so finding our chair, having a seat. So it is our Tuesday, and so we will do our some fall prevention stability poses here. But so I sent your email this morning or yesterday, and we talked about happiness, right? And I thought it would be a good time today to do some thought processes on happiness, because this tends to be a kind of sometimes a challenging time of year, with the holidays are over and the days are still really dark and winter set in, so it's chilly outside. And so all of those things are factors during this time. And so it's easy to sort of, I think, get down a little bit. And then we happen to have this little thing called COVID-19 that's been piled on us too, that's like raging out there. So I thought we would just stop and talk about, happiness. And for most of us, I know me included, I'm waiting for something to make me happy, typically, right? It's not something that I think I need to practice, because I just feel like something will happen to make me happy, right? And if it doesn't, then I'll be sad. But happiness is actually a practice, right? There's so much research out there. I had mentioned this research, and that was done in the United Kingdom about they hook up the electromagnetic things to people's brains, and they measure basically their happiness quotients. And so there was this study that said, okay, you can eat 2,000 chocolate bars, or how do you feel if I hand you $25,000? And of course, if any of us all of a sudden opened up our mailbox and there was a check for 25,000, we'd probably be happy, especially in that moment, right? But there's one, or whatever it is that you think would make you just exponentially happy. And there's one thing that they found that trumped all of that. Sorry to use that word for some of you, but anyway, and that is a smile, right? When there's a physical happening that happens in our mind and our brain and in our body when we smile and we see smiles. And there's another interesting study that was done on longevity, on life longevity and quality. And actually it was, they studied baseball cards of baseball players, and they looked at the baseball player cards back to the 1950s. And they found that the people, the guys, I guess they were probably all guys, that had the biggest smile had a tendency to live 7 years longer. Their lifespan was elongated, right? There was another study done by UC Berkeley it was a 30-year study on yearbooks. Remember yearbooks? And so they studied the smiles of the people in their yearbook picture. And they found that people that had the broadest smiles tended to have the most quality life, better marriages, better inspirational. They were inspirational people to a lot of, the people that they lived with and were surrounded with in their lifetime. So the bottom line is there's a lot of scientific evidence. And there was a study in 2009 in Germany, which I thought was really interesting. And again, they were studying the same thing. And what I thought was really interesting is it didn't matter what your mood was. You didn't have to be happy to smile, right? If you were feeling really grungy, but you consciously smiled as much as you could, then that would increase your happiness. And nothing else outside had to happen to increase your internal happiness. So we're going to practice our happiness today, just our smile. And in yoga, they talk always, there's actually a smile mudra. And it's basically just bringing the corners of your mouth up. It relaxes all of the muscles of your face. And it kicks in your hormone center to send out those happy hormones, that endorphin, right? By just even smiling, even if you have to, I say this in my classes all the time, fake it till you make it, right? So we're just going to practice today with that in mind, right? Just bringing the corners up. We have that available to us always, right? We don't have to have something happen or do something. It's there all the time. And it would just be fun to practice. And last thing here is, so another study saying that they found about 14% of the human population smile about 5 times a day. And then about 30% of the population smile approximately 20 times a day. And there's one sect of population that tends to average 400 smiles a day. And guess who that population is? It's children. Children smile way more than adults, right? Makes sense. They live in the present moment. They are a lot just happier, right? And then as we grow and as we age and as life happens, that burden, takes our smile and then just draws it down. So we're gonna circumvent that today. Okay, so let's just start to move. So first off, we're gonna be sitting in our chair, feet planted on the floor. And what the chair allows us is to have a nice tall spine. So as if there's a little string, like you're a puppet. Feel the top of the head, the string on your head. Just reach up towards the sky. Good. Yeah. And then let's just gently start with closing our eyes. So just float your eyes closed and feel the top of your head just reaching up towards the sky. Yeah. And now we're just we're gonna monitor a differentiation here. So take a big breath in, and as you exhale, just relax your body and even slump your body forward. Yeah. As if a lot of us sit like this normally, right? Where we crunch our chest forward and we just relax everything. Good. And take a nice big breath in and let it go. And now gently press into your toes and slowly reach the top of your head. So feel the head stretch up towards the sky as if you're pushing your head into the ceiling or want to. Yeah, but not too much, just nice and gently. And feel that nice tall spine happen. And now again, just take a nice big breath in. Notice if you can breathe in deeper and exhale, let it go. Good. All right. So we're just going to take a few series of 4-part breaths. So our breath, again, that can alter our mood as well, big time, right? Just taking in some oxygen. So we're going to breathe in through our nose as deeply as we can. You're going to hold your breath at the top, nice and relaxed, maybe put a little smile on your face even, and then slowly let the air out. Good. And then again, just at your own pace, slow breath in and out of your nose, breathing in through your nose. Feel your spine grow tall as you inhale. Yeah. Pause the breath at the top. So again, this is not a contest. We're just pausing the breath until it doesn't feel good anymore to you. And then slowly let the breath out your nose. Slowly is key here, especially on that exhale breath. And then exhale for as long as you can, as if you want to squeeze out all the stale air in your lungs. Good. Just a couple more here. Just take the effort out of the breath as you breathe in all the way, fill up those lungs, pause the breath at the top, and then exhale, slowly let the breath out. Feel your body relax as you exhale your breath. Last one, again, at your own pace. Each time, see if you can take in just a little bit more air. Maybe on the inhale, bring a smile to your face. Yeah, pause the breath at the top. And then slowly exhale the breath out your nose all the way. When you don't think you can exhale anymore, try to exhale just a little bit. Get all that stale air out of your lungs and then relax your breath. Good. So just that, bringing a smile to your face when you're feeling all out of sorts, and do that 4-part breath, breathing in, pausing, breathing out, and even pausing at the exhale for a second. Yeah, and that will change, that will alter your mood big time, I guarantee it. Yeah, okay. So keeping your eyes closed here if you'd like, or feel free at any point in time to flutter your eyes open. We're just going to be doing some neck stretches here. Good. So on an inhale breath, get that nice tall spine. Yeah, on an inhale breath, slowly turn your head over to the right. So your chin is going to come parallel to maybe the shoulder, maybe it won't come that far. But just take any poses we do today, just to the point where they feel good and they're not hurting and you can breathe completely. Yeah, stretching the neck, that connection between the head and the body, the mind and the heart, our neck. And then as you exhale, just relax the body and slowly bring your head back forward. Good. Just notice if you feel a difference, just with that little bit on the right and the left side of your neck. Good. And then on an inhale breath again, turn your head slowly over to the other side, maybe the left. Yeah, so chin is not tucking down and you're just taking it as far as it feels good. Yeah. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your head back forward. Okay, we're going to do that again. Maybe you go a little bit further. On an inhale breath, slowly turn your head over to the right. And again, maybe you come a little bit further, maybe not. Yeah. And breathe. Good. And exhale. As you exhale your breath, slowly bring your head back forward. Good. And then on an inhale breath, over to the left. Turn as much as is comfortable. I just love working my neck. So welcome to that. Yeah. And this whole practice, just having this little baby smile on our face, just relaxing, taking it in, and exhale, just bring your head back forward. Good. And now on an inhale breath, lift your chin gently up towards the sky. So you're just tilting your head back, but not all the way back. Yeah, just to where it feels nice. Good. This is actually really helpful for our hormone, our thyroid, if you still have your thyroid and parathyroids and your thymus glands. And then exhale. As you exhale, slowly drop your chin to your chest. Keep your shoulders back as you drop your chin. Feel that nice stretch on the back of your upper back, neck, back of your head. Good. Now relax, keeping your chin down. You're going to relax your body. And then we're going to slowly just start to make circles with our head. So dropping your ear towards the right shoulder, bringing your head slightly around back, dropping it to the left and forward. Yeah, so just 2 more nice slow circles. Just paying gentle attention to what's going on in your neck today and feeling just fine with whatever is going on. We've lived long enough to know that nothing ever stays the same, good or bad. Yeah. Drop your chin to chest. Next time your chin comes to chest, just do some nice slow rotations the opposite direction. Again, making this feel just nice and helpful and delicious. Yeah. And the next time the chin comes to chest, pause, press down into your feet and slowly lift your head back up. Good. Now, if you've had your eyes closed here, again, feel free, especially with seated postures, feel free to have your eyes closed whenever that's available for you. If not, you can just gently flutter your eyes open here. We're going to start by bringing our arms, just draping them down alongside our chair. Now, if you happen to have handles on your chair, see how it feels to have them on the outside of the handles or the inside, just so that you can relax your arms down. We're going to work our shoulders here. So looking at my shoulders here, yeah, if you're, or not, right? On an inhale breath, you're going to lift both shoulders up. And what does that look like as you lift up or feel like? Your shoulders are coming into a smile. Yeah, and so bringing your mouth into a little smile. Good. And nobody can see you here. It's just you. So feel free to smile it up and exhale. Just feel the shoulders relax down. Oh, it feels so good to exhale and relax. I'm going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift those shoulders up as if you want to touch your earlobes. Yeah. You can even bring your shoulders in towards your ears. Yeah. And then to those, that shoulder smile. And then exhale. Oh, just relax your shoulders down. Good. And then relax the body, bringing your hands just in front of you, and let's start to shake our hands. We're going to start to wake up our body a little bit. I know we've been talking too much. I have that tendency. But just start to move the body, shake the body, wiggle the head, however it feels good for you. It's a good thing to do when you wake up in the morning, right? It's just move your body however it feels good. Good morning, body, right? And I also like to do in the first thing in the morning is relax, bring your hands to the outside of your rib cage and just massage your outside rib cage. If that feels okay on your arms, however that feels okay. Yeah. Yeah, that always makes me smile because that feels so nice. Good. And then relax your arms down. Good. And again, wiggle it out. Good. All right, we're going to float our arms out in front of us, our hands. Arms are extended. You're going to lift your fingers up. You're going to spread your fingers wide, and you're just going to rotate the fingers out and in. Yeah. So feel that rotation all the way up your arm and even into your shoulders. So nice and slow and deliberate, right? And mindful. Yeah. Good. One more. Good. Next time you come in, you're going to pause. Press your palms a little bit forward, just a tiny bit. Relax your hands, lift the fingers up, and slowly float your hands down. Yeah. Slow is good, especially when our arms are up so that we can relax our shoulders. Shake it out. Good. And now coming out into a T with our arms. So arms down alongside the body. Good. This is the best pose for task work. You're going to float your arms out to either side into a T. Now I can't see most of your bodies, right? And your shoulders. So you can be wherever it's comfortable for your shoulders. Sometimes even cactus pose feels good. Arms are extended. If the arms are extended, you're going to lift your fingers up. And then you're going to press into your palms as if you want to touch your palms to each side of the room. Good. And again, here's where it might be like we're grimacing, right? But just bring a little smile to your face. Yeah, this is so good to release toxins in our body, to ignite the liver. Our little liver organ to start to do its job to detoxify. Good. Press a little bit more. I know that your arms are probably getting fatigued, but just see if you can relax your shoulders. And then on your next exhale breath, just float your arms down. Just let them float down towards the floor. Good. And again, just shake it out. Whenever you're feeling that tension building up in your body, just feel free to remember to say, let's just smile and shake. Yeah. If you watch nature, you'll see a lot of things shaking, right? And they're just shaking off the stuff. Good. Okay, coming into our hips a little bit. So we're going to scoot forward in our chair just slightly. Yeah, you don't have to do it fully. And we're going to start by pressing down into your right foot, and you're going to slide your right hip back slightly. And we're going to come into a twist. And this is going to give us some more space. Good. So take a big breath in here. Get that nice tall spine. With a tall spine, anytime you're doing any pose, instead of rounded forward, it's so much healthier for our spine, especially if you have osteopenia, osteoporosis. Just having a tall spine will protect that a little bit more. Good. We're going to bring your hands to the outside of your right side. Good. Take a breath in, tall spine. As you exhale, just relax your shoulders, relax your body, and press into your left foot and turn your body and pivot at your waist over to the right. And now here again, our neck is a little bit warmed up. You can just turn your neck, turn your head and look over that towards the right shoulder. And take big breaths here. Try to breathe all the way into your belly. And each time you exhale, maybe you press into that left foot and see if you can pivot just a little bit more, but not taking it too far. It's the gentle twist for our spine, keeping it nice and healthy and moving. Yeah. And then as you exhale, just feel the whole body relax. And then slowly bring your body back forward. Good. And now you're gonna slide this right hip in line with the left. And now we're gonna press down into the left foot and slide your left hip back a little bit. Good. Bringing your hands to the outside of your left thigh. Get a nice tall spine. So as you breathe in, just gently feel the top of your head pressing up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, relax the shoulders and then start to pivot at your waist again. Just turn over to the waist. Turn your head again, just as much as it feels nice, right? Turning over towards that left shoulder. Looking behind you. This is a really nice pose to help us with driving, right? When we have to change lanes. I mean, we have all these mirrors now and backup cameras. We don't have to do it as much anymore, but just glancing over your shoulder behind you. This helps us to stay supple to do that. Breathe, big breath. Yeah, nice and slow through the nose if possible. And then on your next exhale breath, feel the whole body soften and slowly rotate your body back forward. Good. And slide that left hip forward. Now we have those nice even hips. Good. All right, we're gonna get into our hamstring a little bit and then we'll do some standing poses, right? So I'm gonna slide back here so you can you're probably not gonna see my whole leg. Good. So we're gonna, again, we're at the front of our chairs here, but our hips bones are still nice and grounded on our chair. We're gonna extend the right heel out to forward, right? So that right leg straightens a little bit. Good. All right. And then we're gonna take a nice breath in, get a nice tall spine. And this is a tiny little movement here. If this is enough for you for that stretch, then just stay right here. If you wanna take it a little further, as you exhale, keep your head right above your shoulders, press your belly forward, yeah, and your chest. So the spine stays straight and we're just leaning the body forward and you'll see that you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch in that back hamstring. You can feel free to look down at the floor, yes, to relax that back of the neck a little bit and breathe. Good. Now just take this wherever you want. Each exhale breath, if you wanna just drop that upper body just another half an inch, yeah. Belly button is tucked in. That'll give you some space to come forward and also protect your low back. But just find your breath here. Find a stretch that serves you, that hamstring. Yeah. Stretching our muscles, keeping them nice and supple. Good. And then on your next inhale breath, slowly bring your body back up. Good. Take your right hand behind that right knee and just help to rebend that right knee. Good. Same thing on the other side. So extend the left heel forward. Good. Your left toes are reaching up. They can even reach back a little bit. Sometimes you'll even just feel that's enough of a stretch. Just lifting your toes back. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, glide your belly forward. Again, we're keeping a tall spine, so we're not rounding our upper spine and dropping our head. Our head's staying up, and we're just pressing our chest forward. Good. And take a big breath in. And as you exhale, now you can go ahead and look down at the floor. Yeah. And find your breath. And each time you exhale, then just let your body melt a little bit closer to the floor. Yeah. Find that hamstring. Find a gentle stretch there. And now on your next inhale breath, press down into your standing right foot. Slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then take that left hand behind the knee and help to guide that into a bent knee. So now we're just sitting with our feet planted on the floor. This one's a little tricky. So we got this back hamstring. Now we're going to stretch this thigh, right? This one of our biggest muscles in our body here, this thigh muscle. All right. So we're going to do that with dancer pose. And we're going to start with our right leg, our foot. You're going to slide your right foot back, right? And then we're going to just tuck the toes behind us and come onto the top of our foot and tuck that foot underneath your chair, right? So that now your knee is reaching towards the floor. And if that is not serving you, you're gonna keep your foot on the floor and just slide it back slightly. You'll actually get a different stretch. You'll get a stretch in your calf muscle here, which is also good in your Achilles. But if you can tuck that foot underneath your chair, just an option, yeah. And then slide, so you're sort of, I know we have shoes on, so you're sort of on the top of your foot is parallel to the carpet. You're gonna take your right hand, your left hand, grab the side of your chair, and on an inhale breath, you're gonna reach your right arm with the palm facing in, up towards the sky. Good. Inhale, get a nice tall spine. Yes, you can lift your chin up slightly. And exhale, maybe you lean back just a little bit. And maybe not. So again, just take this. Maybe you have a cactus arm here because your shoulder is not allowing your arm to extend up. Just take your arm wherever it's comfortable. You're in cactus pose here. Just reach your arm back, that upper arm back, that right arm. Yeah, just find a nice little stretch here. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, relax your arm, bring it back down. Good. And now you can bring your hand to the back of your right thigh and help to just guide that foot out from underneath your chair. Good. All right, same thing on the other side. So slide the left foot back. Maybe you come up onto the ball of your foot. Maybe you slide the ball of your foot underneath your chair. And maybe you come onto the top of your chair, foot, right? So that toe is tucking back. Top of the foot is looking to be about parallel to the floor. Good. It's also a really nice stretch on the foot if you can get there. If not, just keep, be on the ball of your foot underneath your chair, wherever it's comfortable. All right, and now relax the right hand. Maybe bring the right hand and grab onto your chair and reach the left arm forward and up. Good, yes. Big breath in. So this is dancer pose. If you're doing this standing, you're actually grabbing the back, that foot, right? We're not doing that in our chair. Look up. Maybe you lean back slightly, maybe not. And breathe. 2, 1. And then inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, relax the arm down. Good. Bring your hand to the back of that thigh and just help to guide that foot out from underneath your chair. Nice work. All right. Feet again, just planted on the floor. Just come up onto your tiptoes. Drop your heels. Lift your toes. Drop your toes. Lift your heels. Drop your heels. Lift your toes. Good. And relax. Good. All right. We're going to come to stand, right? If you want to do that, feel free to stay in your chair and just follow along with whatever you can do seated. Yeah. If you'd like to come to a stand, lean forward, press down into your feet, and just come to a nice stand behind your chair. Good. Okay. So here we are. Yes. Let's just start to shake, start to move. Maybe you do a little march. Maybe you lift your heels. Yeah. But let's just start to move. Arms out to the side. Arms up. Again, out to the side. And down, wiggle it out, shake it out. Good. Come to stand. Right, we're gonna bring the feet. I'm gonna move my chair out of the way, but feel free to keep your chair there so you can hold on at any point in time. Good. I'm gonna bring my feet out to a little bit wider. Good. I'm gonna just bounce, put a little bounce in my knees here. Good. Relax your upper body. And we're just gonna start to sway side to side with our upper body. And then maybe as your one hand goes back, your hands are in a little fist, and you're just tapping your low back as that hand goes back. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Inhale, exhale. Yeah. And the next time you come to the right, you'll pause. So one hand's behind you, the other is across your belly. Again, we're going to just look back towards that right shoulder and breathe. Lifting at the waist. Again, no discomfort. And now I'll go back to side to side. Yes, just relaxing. It's a nice, gentle way to move our spine, to keep our spine needs to be stiff. Next time you come to the left, just pause, like that freeze game, right? And then just gently look over to the left and breathe here. 2, And for one, and then go back to side to side. Nice. That's so good for us. Releasing toxins, nice loose body, and then slowly unwind and come back to center. Good. And bring those feet to about hip distance apart, which is about 2 of your fists, usually about 4 to 6 inches. Good. Okay, working our upper body and our shoulders. So we're just gonna start to roll the shoulders back. Yeah, and see how that goes. How do your shoulders feel? All right, and relax. Now we're gonna start with our right arm, and maybe we're gonna bend the elbow and do a little bit bigger backstroke here. Yeah, you can take your body along if you like, your upper body. Good. And so if that's feeling fine and you wanna straighten the arm, then coming into a full clock. So we're gonna come to 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Might have that right. Yeah. Doing all of this just slowly and mindfully. So again, either just the shoulder, maybe just a little bent elbow, and maybe a full extended arm. You take this where your body wants you to be, and that will make you smile, right? Just take care of the body. Good. And then come back to center. Good. And other side. So again, I don't know, some of us may have frozen shoulders, some of us may have had surgery, whatever it is, just roll that shoulder back. Good. And then maybe you want to a little bit bigger, right? So maybe you do a little bit of an elbow bend, as if you're rowing a boat here. And maybe you do the clock arms, right? Maybe you extend the arms, just do it slowly, turning back and forward. So good for this complex shoulder joint. Yeah, to just keep it moving. Good. But again, a reminder, I can't state this enough, there should be no discomfort in anything we do. Yeah, and one more. That just feels so good, I think, to backstroke like that. And relax. Good, good, good. All right, shake it out. All right, so we're gonna come into breath of joy since we're doing smiles today, why not? So again, feet are a little bit wider apart. The knees always have a soft little bend. Well, the one thing we wanna avoid always is hyperextending our knees back, right? So there's just softening of the knee joints here. Good, we're gonna start with hands in prayer position. And then we're gonna inhale and reach your arms out as you straighten the knees, coming to basically a star. We look like a star. And then as you exhale, you're just gonna give yourself a little hug and drop your head slightly. Yeah. And then again, depending on the comfort of your back, right, you can come a little bit more forward or just drop your head, bending the knees. Inhale, let's follow our breath now. Big breath in as we open our body out. Yeah, get into that big star. Lift your chin, open your chest. That's your chest, your heart smiling when we open our hearts. Exhale, opposite arm on top. Give yourself a little hug. You can just grab your biceps there, your upper arms. And inhale, straighten and reach up. Big breath in. Exhale, curl in. Bend the knees slightly, drop the head. Inhale, open up, reach up. Yes. And exhale, curl in. Give yourself a little hug, drop the head. Keep your arms hugging yourself. Slowly straighten the knees and lift the head. Good. Lift your elbows up. Good. Lift them up a little bit higher. And as you lift them up all the way, we're just going to unfold our arms. And then relax the shoulders as your arms gracefully float through the air, down alongside your body, back to just Tadasana, standing pose. Good. And then bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Yeah, just shake and move it out. Good. All right. Coming into a little bit of side bend work for our spine. So we're going to take your right hand onto your waist. Yeah, if that feels comfortable. You're going to turn your left palm out. Good. Nice tall spine again. Yes, always reminding ourselves to just reach the head up. That really helps. This head is heavy, right? If we reach the head up, that's going to elongate the spine. Going to turn the palm out if it's not already, and then inhale. Just slowly float your left arm through the air. Again, either you can stop here at cactus pose if that's enough for you, or you can extend your arm all the way up towards the sky. A little smile to your face. Good. Take a big breath in here. Reach those fingertips up as high as they'll go, those left fingertips. Good. And as you exhale, just glide your hips over to the left as you reach the body over to the right, just slightly. Yeah. What we want to do is we want to keep that upper arm, that left arm reaching back. We don't want it to come forward for us to bend, right? So even if you just have this teeny little crescent moon, yeah, just lean over. Again, make this feel good. Maybe you turn your gaze underneath that left arm. Just bring your head and your neck to where it's comfortable and breathe into your left side rib cage. Just opening up all that and stretching that fascia tissue between your rib cage, opening up your lung space. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up, and exhale, slowly float your arm down. Good. Slowly, right? That's awesome. And then shake it out and smile. We're going to try to get our 20 smiles in this hour. And then the rest of the day is just bonus, right? Good. All right. Coming back to center. And now the left hand onto the waist. Right hand turns out. Good. And just nice and gracefully and gently, slowly float the arm out. Just feeling this gratitude that we're just here in this class, right? Together, stretching. How fortunate are we? Yes, and then reach those right fingertips up towards the sky. Feel that spine get nice and tall. Exhale, relax a bit, and just lean over to the left. Again, you see I'm not going very far. If my hand was in front of me, I could go pretty far, right? That's not stretching healthfully our spine, right? Keep that right shoulder back in line with the ear, and just lean over to your comfort level. Breathe. Maybe you look underneath a little bit, underneath that right arm or towards the right corner of the room. And breathe. Find your smile if it left. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, just float that arm gracefully towards the floor. Good. And wiggle it out. So you can kick it. Opposite arm, opposite leg. That right there is a really nice fall prevention pose. Opposite arm and leg, yeah, because your brain is having to work on opposites. Good. All right, coming back to center here. Good. Let's just bring our hands onto our chair. Good. We're just going to practice a little bounce in our step, right? So we're going to come up onto our tiptoes. Good. And then drop your heels and lift your heels and drop and lift and drop, and now come into a little bounce. Yes, lifting and lowering your heels. Maybe the heels don't go all the way back to the floor. Good, and pretty soon you're gonna start feeling all of those muscles and tendons in your feet and in your toes, right? Your back calf muscles, your Achilles tendon. Yeah, strengthening. Yeah, again, good for stability and for if we slide on ice or to help us, even if we do fall, to get less injured. And relax. Ooh, yeah, that's a little burny. And now kick it out and wiggle out your feet. Get that tension out of the calves and out of the feet. Good. All right. Okay, so coming into a little bit for our hips. So we're going to come again into a wider stance. But again, I'm going to move my chair out, but you keep your chair here because that's what they're there for you to hold on to. So feet are on an angle here now. So at around 2 and 10 o'clock, we're doing a lot of clock work today, right? And then maybe scoot your heels in a little bit further. I want you to feel your whole foot, not only the insides of your feet, which is the tendency here, but also the outsides of your feet. Feel your whole foot grounding. Press your toes into the floor. Good. Bring your hands to your sides. Take a big breath in and exhale. You're going to slowly bend those knees just right over the heels. Good. And if bending the knees this way does not feel good or doesn't serve your body, you just stay here with a soft knee bend, right? Not just for extending your knees back. Good. And then just start to glide side to side, opening up your hips. Yeah. So the tendency of hips is to hold all of our negative emotions. That's why our hips get tight and light, because we carry all of that stuff with us. Right. So we're just going to stretch and get rid of that. That alone will help us to smile more. Right. Just let it go. Do your best each and every day. And with faith, know that something greater than yourself is taking care of you. Yeah. And it's just faith. Nobody actually knows. Come back to center, good. And then slowly press into your toes and straighten your knees. Now draw your left toes forward and bring your right toes out to the side. I'm just gonna do our little warrior two pose here. So we're gonna stretch your right arm back. Actually, your left arm, yeah. And then your right arm. So just coming into a T here. Good. Take a big breath in, and on an exhale breath, maybe you draw up, bend that right knee. Again, just to the top or in line with your heel. You don't want to go beyond that. If you're going beyond, widen your stance. All right, and maybe these left toes angle in slightly. We want to bring your shoulders right above your hips. So if the tendency is, if you're feeling like you're reaching for towards the wall, see if you can slide your shoulders above your hips. Reach your right thigh back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, turn your head slowly to the right. Look at that middle right fingernail. Just a little spot. Your drishti gaze. And again, bring a smile to your face and breathe. Big breath in. Hold the breath for 1 second at the top and slowly exhale the breath. See if you can relax your shoulders. If at any point in time you cannot breathe deeply, drop your arms, right? Yeah. Want 2 more breaths here. Just nice and gentle and calm and relaxed. Good. And then as you exhale, just slowly float your hands down. Good. Press into your right toes to straighten that right knee. Good. Pivot your right toes forward as your body comes forward. Good. Let's just take a little break here. So we're going to heel toe, our body. Yeah, and shake it out. Good. Get rid of all that tension. Good. And then we're going to come into, again, a wide warrior two on the other side. So find your wide stand. Again, those toes are 2 and 10 o'clock. Maybe you scoot the heels in a little bit. Just experiment with a way that you can bend your knees safely over your heels. And again, if that's not feeling good, especially if we're really tight in here, the knees take in a lot, right? So just find your space. Good. And then just scoot side to side. Yeah. Opening up those hips. Feel free to lean forward a little bit if you'd like. Feel free to lift the toe and lift another toe as you straighten the leg. That's an option. You'll notice in all these classes, there's just, you pick your option. Good. Come back to center, press into your toes, slowly straighten the knees. Good. And now we're going to bring the left toes in, right toes in, left toes out. So on the opposite side now, our left side. Good. Reach the right arm back, left arm out to a T. Big breath in and exhale. Just gently bend that left knee. Good. All right. And again, if the tendency here is for your body to reach forward towards the left, see if you can line it back up with shoulders right above your hips. And then slowly turn your gaze over to that left middle fingernail now and find your breath and your smile. Yeah. Big breath in, exhale it out. Feel the muscles relax in your shoulders. Yes. So we can find peace and happiness in everything that we do, even in challenges. Yeah. I mean, we have options. We can either frown or smile, no matter what's going on. Frowns never really buy us anything, right? 1 more breath. And as you exhale, just relax your arms down. Press into your left toes and your left foot to slowly straighten the left knee. Pivot the left toes in as your body comes back forward. And then bring your heels in and your toes and heels and toes. And eventually make your way back to stand. Good. And shake it out. Nice work. Okay. So coming into opening up our heart, right? We're going to make our heart smile. So anytime we do a back bend, right? It is opening up our chest. And it actually, again, if we smile, we're constantly, that's why exercise feels so good, especially I think yoga, is we're releasing endorphins doing these. So we're going to take our hands behind us. And we're going to bring our hands either to our glutes here, or maybe a little higher to our sacrum. Yeah. And if that's not serving us, you can just clasp your hands behind your back. All different poses. And basically what you're feeling here is the shoulders. So relax the shoulders and just stretch the shoulders back. And this by definition is a nice safe back bend for us. We don't want to go too far back, right? So find your place for your hands wherever it's comfortable, where your shoulders are not tight, right? And then on an inhale breath, lift your chin. Good. And breathe. And turn the corners up and the corners of your mouth up. And breathe. Good. And now if you want to come into a little bit of a little baby camel here, on an exhale breath, you can just gently press your hips forward. Let your hands guide your hips forward. Reach your elbows a little further back. Chest opens up a little bit more. And breathe. And if you're clasping your hands behind your back, just simply let them drop towards the floor. Important thing is to relax and take the struggle out of the pose. Yeah, just feel that heart open up. On the next exhale breath, relax everything. Drop your head. If you pressed your hips forward, bring your hips back above your heels. And then just start to slide your hands down the back side, right? And take it out. Good. All right. Again, wiggle it out. All right. Last standing one here is we're going to do a little bit of our little fall prevention, right? So we have our chair in front of us. We're going to come to the right side of our chair. We're going to do our clock, and I'm going to do all different options here. This is really good, again, for stability. You know, so many of us are afraid that we're going to fall, or if you were fallen already, you're even more paranoid about falling again. And that can cause us to walk funny, right? And actually be more susceptible to another fall. So building confidence will help us to not fall again, right? Or not fall. So we're going to hold on to our chair here. We're merely going to take our right arm. We're going to reach it up to 12 o'clock, right? And then we're going to drop the right arm down to 6 o'clock. This is something for you to practice, yeah, on your own too. And then we're going to reach the arm out to the side, again, however it's comfortable, and then across our chest, right? And then back down. All right. And now we're going to lift the heel of our right foot. So this is another option. Yeah, that one option is either just staying on your feet and maybe not using your hands doing your clock. Here we're going to lift our heel up. This is option 2. Good. And again, we're going to reach our arms slowly, just let it float up to 12 o'clock or however high you can make it. And then drop your hand down to 6 o'clock. And then reach your arm out to, what time is that? 9 o'clock. And then over to 3 o'clock. And back. All right, so that's another option. And then if you want to take it there and challenge yourself a little bit more, you can do that with your heel lifted and find your clock. Third option we'll try together is lifting the knee all the way up off the foot off the floor. Full weight in the standing leg. So we're building bone mass and also working our balance, right? Good. And again, reaching that arm up. So you can either, if this is too much for you, drop down to the toe or full feet. You take your choice. Exhale, 6 o'clock. Drop that hand down. Reach out to the side and across your chest. And come back to center. Good. And shake it out. So those are options for you to do that. If you do that a couple times a day this week, right? And do it about 8 times. You know, you can stay with your knee lifted and just practice that 12, 6, 3, and 9 o'clock. Great. Let's slide over to the other side now. Do the other leg. Good. And again, option 1 is to stay with both feet on the floor, holding onto the chair or not. Lift the arm up to 12. Drop your hands down. Sometimes over time, over practice, you can even do this with your eyes closed, holding onto your chair, right? That really helps with that ability and roll over and down. All right. Now bringing the weight into that right leg, bending and coming onto the ball of the left foot. Good. Holding onto your chair or not, you decide. Inhale, 12 o'clock. Exhale, drop your hand straight forward to 6. And then up and over to the side for 3. And across your chest for 9. And back forward and relax. Good. Shake it out. And then we're going to do that third option if that's available to you. So option 1, stay here. Option 2, come to the ball of the foot. Option 3, lift the knee. Good. Yes, and then within those 3 options, it's hold on or you don't hold on. This one's really challenging to not hold on to your chair. So 12, breath in, breathe out to 6. Good. And then go over to the side and across your chest. Back forward and relax that down. Good, and shake it out. Let's just, for the heck of it, try one with our feet on the floor and holding onto our chair with our eyes closed. Right, so holding onto the chair, I just want you to feel that. Good. And then we're going to close your eyes. And then reach your arms, that left arm floated up to 12 o'clock. And float it down to 6 o'clock. And lift it up and over to the side, out to the side. And then across your chest. And come back forward. Good. Again, that's another option for you to try. And if you try it with on the ball of your foot, right? Maybe you try without holding on if you feel like that's where you can take it. I like to give all different levels of options. Okay, let's shake it out and let's come back to our chair. Yes, come to the front of your chair here. And we're gonna slowly make our way down. We're not gonna sit down quite yet. So you're just right up against your chair. There it is, right behind you. Good. Bringing your hands onto your thighs, take a breath in, and as you exhale, send your hips back as if you're looking to sit down, right? Press into your big toes. There's a lot going on here. Here's where we're working this big thigh muscle again, right? And then sit as low as you can. Good. And then see if you can float your hands forward. Maybe just one, maybe both. Good. And breathe. Good. Here's where the challenge starts to kick in, right? But here's where the smile should be happening. Let's bring that smile to our face. We've got to be getting close to 20 smiles, right? Yeah. And breathe. For 2. And for 1. And exhale, relax the hands back down, look down at the floor, and then see if you can grab the front of your chair, straighten the arms slightly, and then just let your hips float down into your chair. Ha, good job. Okay, coming into, let's see. We're gonna come into our final relaxation pose. We're gonna do one more pose here. So at the front of your chair, so scoot to the front of your chair. Bring your legs out wide. Good. And then again, bringing your hips as close to the front of your chair so that both your hip bones are still planted on your chair. But you have some space, right? Come as wide as you can. Again, recheck those feet. Make sure that your knees are right above your ankles, that your feet are not away or out. Yes. Big breath in, lift the chest, get that nice tall spine, and exhale, press your belly forward and just lean forward. Good. And then slowly roll your body over to the right. You're gonna hold on to your knees as your body comes up to the back. Big circles with our upper body and forward. Yeah. So you can start small. See how that goes with your circles. And then each time, maybe you get a little bit wider. And as you come forward and to the right, there's a whole lot going on here with your hips. Opening your hips up, big breath, right? So you're breathing in as you come to the side and up and back, and exhale to the other side and forward. Good. Next time you come forward, just stop, pause, and then roll to the other side. Yeah. Just start to go do circles of the opposite direction. Good. And one more. And the next time that you come forward, pause, press into your toes, lift your nice straight spine back up, bring your toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in. Good. Taking the side of your chair, the front of your chair, leaning your body forward slightly, and start to press into your feet as you scoot your hips all the way to the very, very back of your chair. And then bring your spine up nice and tall. Good. And getting ready for Shavasana. Nice work, everybody. I'm going to flip your palms up on your lap. Good. And just rest them on your thighs. And take a nice big breath in. Lift your shoulders up. Bring a smile to your face. See the whole body smiling. Your face, your shoulders, every cell. And then exhale, relax. And as your shoulders melt down, float your eyes closed. And coming into final relaxation pose here. Yeah. That always makes us smile, right? Shavasana. So sometimes it's good to feel the opposite. Opposite values are complementary, right? So on an inhale breath, I want you to press your toes into the floor, tighten your legs, tighten your hips, tighten your shoulders, reach your shoulders up, even scrunch your face. Tighten every single muscle that you can in your face. Observe how it feels, how your breath feels, how your body feels to be so tense and so tight. And then as you slowly exhale, relax everything. Arms, upper body, lower body. Yeah, just relax everything. Now, let go of all of your efforts for this next several minutes and just be here. Scan your body from head to foot and just notice any tight spots in your body today, anything that's particularly maybe uncomfortable or stiff, and just notice. And see if you can smile into those parts and just relax. Yeah. And today, let's just relax with the intention of I am happy and I am healthy. And setting that sankalpa and saying that to yourself 3 more times. I am happy. I am healthy. 2 more just in your head. For what we think is what manifests. And now let go and relax more and more. Toes relaxed, feet, your shins, your thighs, hamstrings. And take a breath in. And as you breathe out, feel your hips just melting into your chair. Feel your belly relax. All of your internal organs, liver, spleen, stomach. Relax your shoulders, right arm, right hand and fingers. Relax your left arm, left hand and fingers. Relax the back of your neck, your head. Feel your eyes resting back into the eye sockets. And put a smile on your face. Whether you feel like it or not, just fake it. For that relaxes all the muscles of the face. You only need a couple muscles to smile. You need many muscles to frown. We'll spend this next few minutes just sitting, doing nothing, wanting nothing, being nothing. Imagine every single cell, the billions of cells we're made of. Picture all of them smiling. Relax. And just let go and be free. The thoughts come into your head, just let them come, let them expand. And they will just leave you. Relax. Take a gentle breath in through your nose and just slowly let it out through your nose. Gently become aware of your environment, sounds around you. And slowly become aware of your physical body, this incredible gift, the ultimate gift. And begin to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. And sway your body side to side with that gentle little smile on your face, just like a child, right? No cares, no worries, just being here in the present moment. And then coming back to center and slowly, ever so slowly, float your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Bring your palms together, rest your thumbs onto your heart. Good. And take a nice big deep breath in. Fill up your lungs, front to back, side to side. And then as you slowly exhale, just drop your nose, your forehead towards your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. And closing this beautiful, happy practice with this. Happiness depends only on your mind. When the mind is free of past impressions and future cravings, happiness is there. So do what makes you happy today. And know that you can smile even when you're not happy. It's the best time to smile. Yeah. So when you're ready and feel complete and at your own pace, gently begin. So just flutter your eyes open, let the light in slowly as you lift your head And thank you all for coming and smiling with me today. And again, I think just to leave you with knowing that we practice. So happiness is a practice, it's not just a happening. So practice being happy this week. Smile to a lot of people and you'll see the return. Have a lovely week. Namaste.